Hi, this is Coach Dana, and we welcome you to our short presentation, Knowledge is Power. What kind of power are you implementing in your business today? This presentation will help you to understand goal setting, taking action, and knowing that you don't always know the answers. And at the end of this presentation, we have a call to action. So I'm really excited for this. Coach Dana Enterprises has made some changes in the past few weeks, and we want to help you to grow as we grow. Thank you so much, and welcome to the presentation. There is power in goal setting, and you know what? Everyone has heard this many a time. Well, one thing I'd like to share with you about goal setting is if you don't get them written down, you'll never get them accomplished. So point number one is writing them down gets them on paper. What do I mean by that? It puts it on paper, it gets it out of your mind, and it helps you to realize where you need to go, what you need to do for this particular day or for this particular project. Writing them down allows you to realize that there's something that has to be accomplished, not just an idea in your head. There's something that has to be implemented. Assessing what can be done first is essential to your day. You might have 15 goals for your week. What can be done on this particular day? Let's say today is Monday, okay, and you've written down your goals Sunday night or early Monday morning for the entire week. And you have a particular goal on there that says pick up inventory. Now, inventory can be picked up on Monday if you have the funds for it. But if another one of your goals for the week is to collect money or get invoices paid from customers that may owe you, you may not be able to pick up inventory until you have gotten, those payments. So assessing what can be done first is essential to your day. Obtaining goals are essential on this road to success. Obtainable goals are essential on this road to success. Now, let me say this. Obtainable goals is very different than writing your goals down, and this is why I have here classes offered at b.a.d University. Now, obtainable goals are making a list of goals that you know can be done within the ramifications of what you have, the resources that you have, the abilities that you have. You know, if you need to drive down the block to look at houses that might be for sale or need construction work or something that you might be able to purchase for minimum or almost no money down and flip that house and sell it, okay, that's perfect. That's an obtainable goal. But if you don't have a car, it's not an obtainable goal. It is a goal that can be done, but not at that point in time and not essential for that particular day. It's something that needs to be done later in the week. If you have staff, someone can come and pick you up. Why am I saying it in this way, and why would I even make this example pertinent? There's people that have ideas, okay, in their heads, on their minds. They have ideas. They have ideas that will take them from one step to the next, but they can't attain those ideas because of some limited capabilities. I wouldn't suggest that you get on the bus or take a taxi cab, which is, wasting money if you take a cab, to look at different houses. I would say partner with someone who has a car, give them a little bit of gas money, or, pull them in as a partner on this particular business or this particular endeavor, and then you go look at different houses, okay? This may not even be something that you're doing. So another example would be if you, again, let's use the first example from earlier when we talked about getting inventory. If that's one of the goals that you need to get done within the week, is that an obtainable goal or something that can be done that particular day? Obtainable goals are things that can be done right away off the list that you have. You know it can be done. It's just you applying it and doing it. Knowing you can have what you set out to obtain is key. If you believe that what's in your hands, the ability to do certain things in your hands, if you believe that you can accomplish a certain task, not just a goal, but a certain task or complete an endeavor in life or start a business, know that you can do it. You can have what you set out to have. You can have what you set out to attain. I have to say, because of my spiritual nature and my faith, I know that I can have a mansion, a car, and a yacht. I know that I can have numerous income properties. I know that I can help build others up. I know it's in my capability to do so. So my question to you is, knowing this so far, do you know that you can have what you set out to obtain? And if you do know, that is essential to this particular segment, which is the goal setting. There's power in taking action. When you get up in the morning and you have looked at your list of goals, let's say today is Wednesday, and you're looking at your list of goals, and you have maybe accomplished 5 things off of that 15 things that need to be applied or need to be done by the end of the week. You've applied and created or obtained 5 of those things. You have to put into action in the morning the 7 P's to greatness. And I won't go into depth here. The class is offered on b.a.d University. You can go to b.a.duniversity.com and register for the class. But when you look at the 7 P's to greatness and you look at that class and what is offered, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying, because you'll need, and I'll just give you briefly, prayer, prioritize, get on point. Those are 3 of the 7 P's, okay? And you have to realize that when you want to take action, you have to get moving. For instance, if we go back to our example about looking at real estate or looking at houses or even buildings, let's say, and you don't have a car, well, on Monday you needed to make some contacts with people and say, hey, this is something that I want to do, and I need someone to drive me around. Can I give you a little bit of gas money on Wednesday, and you do that for me and drive me around just for an hour or so I can make a list of these houses, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's power putting that power into action. Okay, you know what you need to do, so you're taking action, you're doing it, you've made some phone calls, and you know that at 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning, your ride is coming, and you guys are going to spend a couple of hours. Hey, you may even treat the person to lunch and tell them what you're doing, and they may decide to join you. That's a good incentive. You know, lunch might be a good idea. That's something you can add. The attainable goals that we talked about in the previous slide should be done first. Get out there and apply them right after you brush your teeth. Today is Wednesday. My attainable goal is going out to look at property. My attainable goal is going out and picking up inventory. My attainable goal is making about 10 phone calls to people that reached out to me on yesterday. Right after I brush my teeth, I am ready to obtain these goals. And I have to tell you, as Coach Dana, this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. I get up in the morning. I look at what I'm supposed to be doing, what I need to do. I go, you know what, as a matter of fact, I have an in-home office. I go to my in-home office first. I look at my calendar. I look at my goals list. I see what's going on for this particular day and, you know, what do I need to get done, and I start taking action. Sometimes I start taking action before I brush my teeth. I can send out a text message, 10 text messages before I brush my teeth. But if I have to get on the phone, there's something about me. I have to clear my face. I have to brush my teeth. I have to get dressed and act like I'm in the office, you know, like an office I'm leaving to. But with that, I stay strong, I stay motivated, and I stay purposeful. Why is that? Because I have a teenage son who's looking at me and who needs to know that I am trying to accomplish these things for not just myself, but for him as well. So can I go back to point number 1 where it says when you get up in the morning, you have to put into action the 7 P's to greatness. Prayer is always first, no matter what. That's part of the 7 P's. Prayer is always first. So before I even can get out of bed, I'm praying, and then I prioritize as soon as my feet hit the floor. I'm suggesting that you really go over to b.a.d University and register for that class, because 7 P's of Greatness is really going to get you going to where you need and what you need for business and life. Here we are. There's power in knowing you don't know it all. As Coach Dana, I have been through a lot of ups and downs. I have had to decide that the only way that I'm going to be successful is if I let God lead, okay, and I support myself. Hallelujah. And I say it that way because there's going to be times where you're going to have an idea and somebody's not going to understand it, so they're not going to support you in it, and they're really going to try to tear you down. I've had that experience in my 14 years of business, and you know what I say? At some point you have to decide that you are your only best supporter. You are your only best fan club president. You have to encourage yourself. And with that, you have to know that there's power in knowing you don't know it all, okay? And what I mean by that is everyday business owners, everyday people in their lifestyles and ministries have to, take the time and say, you know what, I need to learn something. I need to learn the new aspects of the Internet. The cell phones change day by day. So sometimes you have to learn, what's good for you as far as inventory or assets. Some things you might have to learn about how to give up. So one thing I want to encourage you to do is sign up for online classes and webinars because it's a good idea to keep learning. It's a good idea to take what you have right now and looking out there, especially on the Internet, since it's right at our fingertips, go out there and say, hey, is there something I need to know? Is there something I'm missing? Maybe I need to apply this. And what I want to encourage you to do is pay for some of these classes, pay for some of these webinars. Free is good, but it's only the tip of what you need. Free webinars always lead to something else. Free online classes always lead to something else. And that something else is really what you need. That is what you're going to need to apply in your life or in business. I have to tell you that at b.a.d University, what we have is going to take you to different magnitudes of your life, okay, as far as business, ministry, whatever. It's going to take you to different magnitudes. And what does that mean exactly, Dana? That means that you're going to take what we give you in our different classes, and you're going to be able to apply them to your business, and you're going to be able to grow. It's not going to lead to more classes. It's not going to lead to more memberships. It's not going to lead to more of this and more of that unless you feel it's necessary for you to take. We're not going to keep anything out of it. For instance, I mentioned the 7 P's to Greatness. That's a class that's offered on at b.a.d University. The e-book, if you want to purchase the e-book without going to the class, you can get that on Kindle, 7 P's to Greatness by Coach Dana. You need those things, the 7 P's to Greatness, to get you started and to get you moving. You may not need anything else, and that's okay. We're not pressuring you into doing that. But what we want you to do is take what you've learned and apply it immediately. Immediately. Because that's the only way to move forward in what you have. You have to apply it immediately. And then from there, we want you to share your resources with others. Now, why would we say that? Because we can't teach one student if we can't tell that one student to share with 2 others. So we want to teach 10 students and have them share with 40 others altogether, okay? That means if the 10 of you share with 20, hallelujah, all together, we've already helped 30, which means we're moving forward to that 40. If my math is incorrect, I know someone will correct me, but that's okay. You get the point I'm trying to make. We want to help you go forward, so we want to just encourage you that whatever you learn, share that with others. Now, I'm saying this for b.a.d University, but I'm actually promoting anyone that offers classes and anyone that offers webinars. If it's in something that you want to do and it's something where you want to grow and learn, we want you to push forward with that, okay? And we want you to share that resource with others. So now that I have encouraged you to know that knowledge is power, goal setting is power, taking action is power, and knowing that you don't know it all is power, we would like to encourage you, I would like to encourage you to register for b.a.d University. Register today to gain knowledge for power. b.a.duniversity.com to view our upcoming classes. You can go there today. You can register today. If you bring a friend with you, you register yourself and someone registers and they refer that you will help them, we'll give you a free gift. Remember, you have the power to go forth on this successful journey if you apply what you know and get what you need. And I am encouraging you over and over and over to take a look at what we have to offer at b.a.d University. We have a lot of upcoming classes that start within the next week, and we will have more in October. We'll just keep increasing classes every month, and on the registration, actually on the website, they'll show you if it's 1 week, 1 day, or 4 weeks, and what the cost of those classes are. The only time that you'll find some free information for b.a.d University is when we do something like this, which will have, different presentations from time to time. We may even have conference calls. or registration calls for those that are interested. I really want to encourage you to really